Hey, welcome to Tony Tone Barbecue. I'm Tony, and this right here is the Weber Slate 30-inch griddle. And thought I'd do, I'm out here cooking, thought I would do a quick video review on this and demonstration. I'm going to show you how to use it, how to clean it, and what I like about it, what I don't like about it. And I'm going to show you the one flaw that it has. A little bit of a nuisance, but anyway, it's going to be simple. Let's do this. I've had this for about a year now. Here it is. And I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. And in doing so, you might see that flaw I'm talking about. To fire one of these things up, Weber's got this really cool little thing here. All you got to do is turn these knobs counterclockwise until it gets this little black dot here, and it'll go snap. And when it does, it's supposed to light on fire. That doesn't always happen. There it goes. On the second attempt, it did it. That's the one little flaw that it has. There have been times where I've had to take my little electro device here and, stick it through a little hole over here or something and fire it up. Or sometimes I just fire up another one and let the gas build up until it, poof, and they all light up. But see, that one it didn't go. It went on the second try. A lot of times it's the second try. First try there. That's the one little problem that this thing has, is just the ignition system. I've actually taken this off. Now this is real easy. This just comes right off. If I do it right now real quick before it gets too hot, I can demonstrate how to remove the cooktop, because I thought that was kind of cool. But to remove the cooktop, you just lift it straight off. It's heavy. It's like 40 pounds, FYI. Let me let you have a look down in here real quick. So there we go. That's what it looks like down in there. Those burners are on right now. Okay, it's been sitting out here for a year. I've cleaned down in there once, just so you know. So it actually stays pretty clean. Mount this back up. You can see, yeah, all right, cool. Let's get this thing back on. There. There's 4 holes where this thing seats into, so you make sure you get it in the right spot. I think that's only the second time I've ever taken this thing off. So a while ago, I told you I took it off to clean it. That was a few months ago. So, all right. What can I say about this thing? This shelf folds, which is kind of nice if you want to save yourself a little space when you're not using it. I did get the cover that comes with it, or that you can buy for it. I rarely use it because I feel in my environment here, even when it's raining, this thing does better without the cover. With the cover on, I found that it was absorbing or trapping a little moisture under there, and it was even kind of starting to leave little stains on this stainless steel. So this side over here does not collapse, but it's got this cool removable piece here, and there is a cool little gadget. You can put a cutting board in here, you can put a little caddy in here, you can put a combination of stuff that go inside here to replace that. Got an open shelf down here, you've got cabinets down here, and this is pretty handy because I like to keep these sealed totes down here so I can put my clean cooking tools. I'm gonna need that. And keep them in there nice and clean. Where's my tongs? Better go find those. Somebody stole my tongs. And those stay nice and safe underneath there. Cool. I see my oil bottle fell over. Got to be careful with the oil bottle. Okay. To prep to cook, very simple. You get it hot, and I typically like to apply a little oil, and I give a little rub down. I just like to use a few wads of paper towel, and just give it a little wipe down with that oil. And this was already cleaned after my last cook, so all I need to do is just coat it with a little oil and we're good to go. Don't necessarily need to use any oil. These come, one of the nice things about the Weber Slate is this cooktop, first of all, it's super smooth. I don't know if you can't hear much there. It's because there's nothing to hear. It is very smooth. That's the way it comes. Super smooth, and it comes pre-seasoned. Love that about that, because that prevents it from rusting. And I'm going to show you how you clean it when you're done cooking, because that is, I think, my favorite thing about this. So this is now hot, and there is a gauge, which I think is really cool, because all my friends that come over and look at this thing, and they have some form of cooktop like this from other manufacturers, and they don't have this cool little gauge. But you can see we're already up to 407 degrees here. I've seen this thing go up to 470. I think it's rated as supposed to go up to 450. Quick correction, this thing will actually do over 550 degrees. Yeah, it does that easily. And we're more than hot enough now, so I'm actually, for what I'm about to cook, I'm gonna go ahead and turn those down. And I'm gonna go get that, because it is now time to cook. Okay, we're gonna cook one of my favorite things to cook on a flat top griddle. Probably one of the main reasons why people even buy flat top griddles. Bacon, okay? Nice and easy. So I've got temperature on low, and I'm just gonna lay these out. Sometimes with the bacon, I just actually put it on before it even gets hot. Already smells amazing. Beautiful. Okay, while this is cooking, let me just point out, as you saw when I took this griddle off, you've got one heat bar here, another heat bar here in line with this control knob here, and one more right here. Obviously, the hot zones on this are going to be right here, right here, right here, okay? This is a very thick chunk of metal, so I found that it does a really good job with heat distribution, okay? So yes, it's going to be the hottest right here in this area on each, but it still blends over nicely. But you can see that. You can use that to your advantage also, okay? I'm going to crank the temperature up a little bit, about, let's go about halfway. And nice thing about that is you can rotate a little bit. Rarely are you just going to keep things in the same spot, but even with burgers, like smash burgers and stuff like that, I've had this thing completely loaded, and I never have to worry about burning anything. You can also turn off one of the burners, like turn this one down to low or turn it off completely. Makes it real nice if you're cooking your burgers over here. Maybe you've got your buns over here just keeping warm, or maybe even some, like a pile of your onions and stuff like that over here where you've sauteed them already and you want to keep them warm. You got a lot of flexibility with this grill. Bacon's looking very nice. So you check it out. Overall, they're cooking pretty evenly, right? Let's get a little closer view. There we go. Not bad. I'm gonna let the other side crisp up a little bit, give it one more flip, and we're good to go. All right, final flip. And I want these a little extra crispy for what I'm using this for, so we are just about done. But look at that, no burning. Coming off the grill nice and easy. Beautiful. We're almost done here, and then I'm going to show you the absolute best thing about this flat top grill. All right, gotta do this quick. Camera died because it was too hot, but this is good to go, so I'm pulling it off. There we go. Nice crispy bacon, huh? Okay. Now, the really cool thing about this, normally, if we were gonna go eat right now, I would just go ahead and turn off the fire and be done with it. I would come back later and do the cleaning, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do the cleaning right now, and it's very, very simple, okay? The fire's still on, but I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off because I don't need the fire to be on anymore. Here's how you clean the Weber Slate. You've got your drain hole right here. This, gotta be quick with this, there's a little drawer here. You slide this open and there's a little catch pan in there. Very easy to dump the drippings out of that catch pan. It's pretty big too. It's about yay big and about that deep, so it holds a lot. To clean it, all you do is you take either a scraper or your spatula like I'm doing right here, and you just scrape everything over to that drain hole. Usually everything comes off nice and easy. Usually, every time I've done this, this is it. I just take a nice smooth spatula like this and just scrape it over. Not even putting a lot of pressure on it. Gonna pull this down over here into the hole. Get everything down there into the hole. GoPro got too hot and died again. Might have to figure out something else here. But anyways, this is it. You just scrape everything down. There's nothing left to scrape off. It's clean, okay? Then the next thing you do is you take a wad of paper towels like this, and you finish. It's easier after it's already been cooled off a little bit. It's at a good temperature right now. I like to do it when it's kind of warm. There you go. And anything that's loose, any food, just scrape that over to the hole and let it go down the hole. And there you go. And the surface of this is still a little oily from that bacon. And if it wasn't, I might give it a little squirt of this. This is peanut oil, by the way. Peanut oil is excellent for this situation. But that's it. You just kind of wipe everything down. There. There's no food left on here, and the surface is still oily. And then you close the lid and you walk away. That's it. That's how you clean the Weber Slate. You don't need to bust out soap and water, rags, sponges, special little steaming grill brushes, none of that. That's the process. What you saw earlier when I opened the lid to fire it up and show you how to cook, this is exactly what was done before that. Every single time. I can come back a month later, 2 months later, and open the lid, and that's what it's going to look like. Very, very simple. No rust, no massive cleaning. It's done. The only thing you got to do is just make sure that this thing is cooled down before you close the lid. This is not a cooking lid. This is just a cover. So you don't ever cook anything with this lid down. If you need to put a dome over something, they do sell little domes with a handle like a pot lid that you can. It died again. And anyways, you put that over, and that's it. That's all you got to do. So this is it. This is the Weber Slate. So easy. I love it. Every time I use this thing, I'm like, God, I wish I could use this thing more. It's amazing. All right. If you want to get yourself one, highly recommend it. Check the description of the video. Maybe there might be a link in there or something, or maybe there's a link on the screen somewhere in this video. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm not super techie like that. I just like to cook stuff out here. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share with your friends, all that fun stuff. I appreciate you. Have fun cooking, my friends.